What's up, everybody? It's Caleb Moats back with another episode of the Caleb Moats Show. Before I say anything, got a complaint about the world we live in nowadays. One of my friends was going to Starbucks and I asked for a black coffee. That's all the bigger it is. Look how small that is. It barely even fits in my hand. That's wild. I can make this for like 5 cents. But here we are. So now back to our normally scheduled program. We're going to go into solving the world's problems with Caleb Moats today. So, starting off on a good point, the government shutdown is finally over. Finally. It was like 40 freaking days. The 8 Democrats finally decided to vote with the Republicans to open up the government, and the vote passed 60 to 40. Now, I don't know why this didn't happen a month ago, because they legit passed the same exact thing that they wanted, that the Republicans wanted to pass. The Democrats just wanted to go for 40 some days. So it includes a full funding of SNAP through next September. So everyone like on the food stamps or whatever, they are going to get their money for food. And it keeps much of the government open through January 30th. And in that little bit of time, that's when the Senate is going to talk about the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, and discuss what that is. They're promising to make votes within the second week of December on those things. Now, as we know, nothing can really be promised that something is going to happen because it does take 60 votes. So we'll see. I'm entertaining myself to see how that goes, but the government is open. Air traffic controllers are finally going to be getting paid. The federal employees are finally going to be getting back to work, getting paid. And I think it's well too late because people's already buying their Thanksgiving food. That doesn't end just a 1 week thing. They buy a month leading up to it. So they're going to be down that. They're going to be having to scramble to get everything together. It's a bad look, a bad feel, but it's finally open. They're finally getting paid. That's really freaking good. Now, with that being said, going from good, now I'm going to go to a little bit of bad. Turning Point USA. They had an event at UC Berkeley. They had 900 people scheduled to go, and they said that in the building they had more than 1,500. However, during it, there was 150 mostly peaceful protesters that turned violent. They came, they were throwing bottles, they were lighting fires, they were jumping people. One dude got his chain snatched, stole his necklace. They were trying to steal another dude's. They were trying to get it. It was all out riot. There's legit videos of these people jumping, bloodying this dude up because he was wearing a Turning Point hat. But they're mostly peaceful, right? Doesn't make much sense. And they were shouting things like "No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA," which doesn't make any sense because the fascists are the ones who invoke violence when other people say stuff that you don't want to hear, which is exactly what they were doing. Then they call themselves anti-fascist. You're never going to understand it. I mean, like, they claim to be the party of peace and love. It just doesn't make much sense because they're causing chaos, causing war on the streets, they're hurting people, stealing people's stuff, fighting. It's not very peaceful. There's already been arrests that has been made, and they honestly need more. They need to make more arrests. They need to make a statement out of it because that's what needs to stop happening in America. And they claim Turning Point to be racist and anti-Semitic, but yet the left side is who just elected a mayor in New York City who is known to hate Jews. It's not adding up to me. It sounds like they're trying to find something to complain about so they can jump on some bandwagon for it. But here we are. I'm just trying to live, and seeing all this stuff in the country, it's not a very good thing. But the DOJ is investigating, so that's good. But it really makes me wonder how you can't even have people join together for a good cause without all this crap happening. It makes absolutely no sense at all. My tiny little coffee cup. So I think the turning point is the people who push "I want peace." They claim them to be racist, but yet they have the Young Black Leadership Conference for African Americans, showing them how to lead, showing them how to move forward and to better themselves. They call them sexist, but yet they have a Young Women's Leadership Conference. Shoot, their CEO right now is a freaking woman, but yet they're sexist. Once again, this still doesn't make any sense. What it is this group that hates them, hates Charlie Kirk and what he stood for, and we're willing to go and do that. They try and find every little thing and just make accusations out of freaking nothing. So it's every little thing that they say, they'll turn it around, take words out of it, put different words in, then give it to them. This is what they said about this. No, it's not. So that's the thing. Whenever you're looking at this kind of thing, do your own research. Don't listen to what someone says about it. Don't just sit here and think, oh, they said this, it must be true. Go and do your own research. Read your own news. Yeah, I might be telling you what's happening. Don't just take my word for it. Go and actually look it up and actually focus on what happened. See what happened for yourself, because that's how you're going to get the real story. And honestly, it just needs to stop. Like, that kind of violence is not good in America. It's not good anywhere at all, but yet in America, it ain't right. But now going down to another crazy thing that happened. Alina Habba, her office was attacked and vandalized. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's the acting U.S. attorney for the District of New Jersey. And Pam Bondi came on, she stated that it's not going to be tolerated. And it's sadly becoming a trend where when people don't get their way, they throw a fit and go vandalize people's office, try and hurt people. It's freaking insane. Like, what's up with that? You don't get your way? Okay, man up, fight harder next time. You don't get to just start attacking people, doing all these things just because you don't get your way. I mean, it's the same thing when we talk about the Turning Point protests. All these people were like, oh, I don't like what they say, so I'm going to go jump them. No, that's not how it works. We have freedom of speech for a freaking reason. We have freedom of speech. You're allowed to say what you want. But yet, obviously, to the party of peace and love, you can't. You can only say what aligns with their beliefs. So that's just that, really. And then going down, they said these radicals need to be stopped. They need to start launching investigations. They need to start finding ways to avoid this kind of thing, getting rid of the people that cause it, find the root of it. And Hava also said, which is tough, she said, I will not be intimidated by radical lunatics for doing my job. So that right there just tells you, she's like, yeah, they tried to stop me. They're not going to stop me. They're not going to stop me from doing anything. But with that being said, I know on the right side, there's far right radicals, and on the left side, there's far left radicals, where they are pushing the meter too far. And that's when it turns to violence and whatever. We don't need any of that. There's peaceful people on the left side, peaceful people on the right side, where they can actually get together. That's what America was made for. We need to get back to that. But I'm just a guy just trying to do my own part. Now, as we can see it, the anti-fascists are causing violence like the fascists do. I keep just thinking about that in my head. But anyway, the government's open now. Those people are going to finally start getting paid, so that's really freaking good. With that, that's all I got. My dude got me a new sign. It's actually kind of cool. It says, I am 1,776% sure no one is taking my guns. That's pretty cool. Trying to figure out a place to put it back here, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Hopefully, I'll see y'all Tuesday for our Bible study. I don't know what book we're going to be going into now. I'm going to sort of give y'all a poll, let you decide, and we'll go from there. So, I will see y'all later. Come back Tuesday for the Bible study. Peace.